So, the thing we put attention to, that's what we're going to start to attract. Let's say you go through some things in your life and you don't like it. It makes you uncomfortable. So you run away from that. But you're giving it attention because you're running away from it. So it is stuck in your unconscious self and it's going to catch up with you. It could be as simple as having all of these feelings towards a certain situation you didn't really like. And instead of you understanding that and accepting that's how you feel in the current moment, you run away from it. So those feelings are going to eventually catch up with you. It's going to prevent you from evolving and becoming your better self. Once you put yourself in that mindset of like thinking more positively or looking for new ways of viewing and perceiving that situation, then we can start to innovate new ways of dealing with that situation. Let's say you were applying to a job, like you were really getting prepared for it and whatever, but you don't get accepted to it. And then be like, okay, maybe, I don't know, maybe that job wasn't really for me. Maybe there's a better thing for me in the future. Maybe it is a blessing in disguise. Like, I don't really know it all. So let me not jump into self-doubt. Maybe it didn't really have to do anything with me. Maybe there's bigger things coming for me. You being in that mindset, you're going to be like in a more positive state. And the second outcome you could be is self-doubt. You were dwelling in that and try to think of every detail of the job for you to understand why they didn't hire you. But the first thing you should do is accept it because that already happened. They didn't hire you. Now, once you accept it, you go into this positive state, then you can start to problem solve. And I'm not saying being delusional. It's just shifting your mindset to a positive state. So, now that we understand that we have the power to perceive our experiences, there's this YouTuber called Quasi's Johir, where he talks about the two types of attention we can use whenever we're going through experiences and how we can start to perceive things and gear our attention towards evolving and towards a more positive life. Polar attention and non-polar attention. Non-polar attention is simply accepting it. It's not giving that event the immediate attention. It's just accepting your reality. Whenever you go through an event, a bad experience, a bad circumstance, first you're going to go through non-polar attention. So you're going to center yourself. You're going to be consciously aware of yourself and you're going to just accept your reality and be the observer of that event instead of just automatically reacting to it. You have to learn to be the observer first, accepting your present state because you can't change it. No matter how much you think about it, you cannot change that. So the first best thing you can do whenever you experience something bad is reflect on it in an acceptance way where you just accept your reality and come at peace with it. You come at peace with the present state. So basically, non-polar attention is just acceptance. It's just being aware of your current reality, of your current present state. Then, once we accept that, now we can switch to polar attention. Now, polar attention is redirecting our attention to whatever we want to change. Let's say you're smoking every day, right? Let's say you're smoking weed every day and you can't seem to stop smoking, but you don't really accept that it's becoming a problem. So you just go day by day. You're like, oh my God, I don't know. At night, it just happens. I just jump into the habit again. It's just like my brain automatically just craves it and I just jump into it. When you start to accept that it's a problem, when you sit down with yourself and it's like, no, I'm in a delusion. Like this is actually a problem. Like I'm behind my stuff. I'm procrastinating. Now that I accept it, let me change this. Whatever happened already happened. Instead of you going into like this mindset of being like, oh my God, I'm just like consumed by weed. Like it's taking over me. Like that's all in your mind. Once you accept it is a problem, now you can start to see it with a new outcome. So without acknowledging that it's a problem, then we can't go into the problem solving steps. Instead of automatically letting our brain just jump in with our thinking patterns of just self-doubt, we have to go into this conscious state of acknowledgement, of acceptance. So you accept it and you go into this state of equanimity. Equanimity is being in this state of calmness. So you just come at peace with it. Whatever you just witnessed, whatever experience you just had, let's say you relapse of weed again, just accept it. We automatically look for that inner dialogue in our head. And instead of just doing that, we just have to accept that's just what happened because it already happened. And that is the key growth mindset you can apply for everything. We're going to be faced with obstacles. And The more obstacles we have, the more tools we have within us, the more we understand our inner state, the more we understand our mind, our thinking patterns, the more we can evolve. Remember guys, shadow work and self-awareness are the key to managing your ego and being consciously aware. It's crucial for every event you go through in your life, because even the most successful people in the world, they usually are the ones that go through the most harsh experiences, but what defines them is not the experience itself, it's the attitude, it's how they overcome that. So learn to be the alchemist to your situations, and learn to manage your thoughts, learn to be consciously aware by practicing non-polar and polar attention. And then of course, shadow work, self-awareness. You can check out my videos on that. And I'm going to give some tips in the next video of how we can fight fear and self-doubt and just kind of like tame our ego, because I know it's not fucking easy. Like, it's not. Anxiety and fear and doubt, it's horrible. But there are ways proven that we can kind of like manage it. So I'm going to be making a video about that soon. And I think the first most important thing is gratitude, but I'm going to talk that in more videos. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I'm also going to create a podcast soon. I just moved apartment, so stay tuned. Peace.